Hello nail peeps, and welcome back to Decorate Every Nail You Got, where nail things happen, so you might as well subscribe. So let's talk about new Maniology stuff. We've got the August Maniology box, the subscription box, and it was cowboy western desert themed. And in it, we had two plates. Here they are, MXM 061 and 062. We had an extra plate that was M246, and then we were also given the two polishes that were called Lasso and Saddle Up. So that was the box. Now it's time for us to follow the tutorial. The tutorial. And I don't know why I keep putting this one upside down, but I keep doing that. So Sunset Buttes, and this one, we're gonna create kind of this layered effect like this. Now on the back of the card, we're gonna get through and go through all of these steps together. It's gonna be so fun, you guys will see. And it's kind of interesting because normally they go down and then down. So this one is laid out a little differently, and I don't know why I keep wanting to do this, but that's what I do. So I keep having to turn it around. Anyway. Step one, we're going to prepare the nail with a base coat, and we're going to select our favorite beige polish to lay down as a base. So I don't have many beige polishes because I'm not a nudie kind of girl when it comes to nail polishes. I am bright and bold and in your face. So I do have Skin Deep though, and I think that's the one I'm going to choose to put down. Let me get the card out of the way. And of course, once I put this down, I'll have to give it some time to dry. Now, BT Dubs. Maniology's polishes are so amazing that they can usually do things in one coat. So I'm probably only going to do one coat before I go on to the next, especially since I'm putting something over this. So now all I've got to do is wait for that to dry. While that's drying, I'm going to set up for step two. Now in step two, it says for us to create the scenery, you're going to need a few colors for stamping, like orange, deep brown, teal, deep teal, black, and gold. Select the Butte design from MXM 062, so I've got this, and stamp the design, leaving some room on the free edge. Continue to build your own DIY scenery using other landscape pieces from MXM 062. So I do like to kind of follow their lead on this first one, so I'm going to try to mimic what they have on this particular one. And if you didn't know this about Maniology, so satisfying. We get to do it twice now. They have been putting two of these protective layers on their stamping plates, which is like double the satisfaction. Oh, so satisfying. Okay, so they're talking about these designs right here, and I'm going to layer them with this being in the back, and then this, and then this. So if you'll look at their designs, you can see they kind of use, well, looks like maybe this one is first, and kind of this section right here, and then a little divot. I bet it's this section right here, so I'll mimic that. And the last place looks like a little hill, but that looks like this hill, so I think you can kind of do whatever you like here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also going to choose to use a mix of the following colors. I believe, I mean, what colors are they using from the kit though? Did they use any colors from the kit? I don't think so. I tried to get kind of close to what they said, but the colors that they chose were different. So do I do the colors that they said or the colors that are different? Maybe I'll do two at the same time. So I'll use the colors that they said, and I'll also pick out some ones that are similar to these. Yeah, let me do that. I went ahead and got another nail ready, so that one's gonna dry. And I did choose the colors that they came up with. They had an orange and a red and a black. That looks like black to me. Maybe it's a really dark, maybe a really dark blue. Anyway, I'm going to mimic what they did here with the colors Marmalade and Fireside, and of course my straight up black. And then I'm also going to use the colors that they talked about over here. I'm going to use a deep teal, a black, and a gold, except for instead of the gold, I'm going to use the Lasso color. I'm going to choose to use this one that came with the kit. And then the deep teal, I'm gonna do Tree of Life, even though it's not really teal, it's a nice green. And then I'm gonna use the dust color. So those are the three that I'll use on one of the nails. Okay, so I will start with the one that kind of mimics this. And the first thing that I wanna do is prepare this orange color, but for mine, yeah, it's going to be this marmalade. Let's get that ready. I will move this out of the way. Set my stamping plate down on top of my cotton round. I'm going to be using this image, remember, in that orangey color, the marmalade. I also have my monocle stamper from Maniology ready to go. And I've got my scraper cards in my scraper card holder, my little cute little scraper card holder. Thank you, Maniology, for having such amazing things. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay, there we go. There's our first one. Let's get this stuff out of the way. We'll bring in our nail. Focus. Okay. And if I remember, it was kind of off to the side like this. Now the nail that I'm using is much longer than the nail on the card. So you'll see that. Oh, you know what? They didn't do it all the way to the end, but I did. Do you think that'll matter? I kind of do. I'm going to redo it, but do it up a little bit higher. All right, so I think I can stamp right over it because, I mean, there's going to be other stuff on top of it, so it's not going to be an issue, right? I'm also going to clean off my stamper with my sticky stamper station. Okay, and we'll start again. Let's try that one more time in slow motion, please. I mean, it won't be slow motion, but you know what I mean. Let's see if I can get anything in frame for you guys. There we go. Super close up. So just as a reminder, you have to stamp that one or scrape it very shallowly. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. All right, so I'm going to move up a little bit. And we'll try right there and see how that one does. There, that looks a little bit better. All right, let me rearrange a few things and back up a little bit more clear about what I was saying about scraping shallowly. I want to show you what happens when you don't scrape properly on one of these images. And I need my sticky stamper station so I can show you. So I'm going to stamp it up here for you. Okay, when I say shallow, I mean hold your scraper card shallow, at a shallow angle. Okay, if you don't, if you hold it like this and you press all the way down, so I've got it at a sharp angle, and if I press all the way down, watch what's going to happen to this. See that spot right there? It's going to not pick up that image. So that's what happens when you don't use a shallow, easy method for scraping. So now I'm going to use my scrape, or do my scrape at a much more shallow angle, and see how I'm kind of pressing further away from the card, and I'm letting the card kind of do the work for me instead of me pressing down on it. So I do not want to press right close to it because that's going to make it go inside. So I'm going to hold the stamper at the edge, and I'm just going to kind of flick it off like that. So watch what happens this time when I do it. Okay, I've got it on there. I'm going to hold it at the very edge, and I'm going to give it a flick, and I'm going to hold it at a shallow angle. See that? And now the whole thing comes off. So that's just a little tidbit that can really help you when it comes to larger images like that. It's a trick that not a lot of people know, and it's a common thing that can really frustrate somebody if they're trying to stamp that out. Okay, on to the next Hill thing. So we have our orange background. Now we're going to do the red kind of divot downward section slope thing. And that one was right here. So I'll do that in red. I'm using the color Fireside right now. And I want to go with the grain of the, I say with the grain, I want to use the skinny part to scrape across. I'm going to go skinny instead of taking that fat way that way. Again, I'm going to hold my card just like I was talking about. So I get the whole image now. Okay, where's my nail at? Okay, and it shows that the divot kind of happens in the middle. So that's what I'll do. Oh, I do need to get this top portion off. Oh, whoops. See that portion right there? I just took it off with my sticky stamper station. Okay, and I think it was somewhere around, say, here. And it doesn't matter that I'm not going all the way to the bottom, because this very last color that I'm going to choose to use, it's going to go all the way to the bottom. All right, let me clean off again, and we'll get that dark color. I think they used black personally, so I'm going with my straight up black, and it looks like they chose like a taller hill, and I think it was this one I said. So basically I'm going to stamp the same image, but a different part of it is going to go in the middle. All right, straight up black. Oh, you can tell this black is well used. Probably time to say goodbye to it, but I just can't. Okay, nice and shallow. And let the card do the work so that lots of liquid is left behind. Okay. This last one, again, I'm going to take off that little section at the top with my sticky stamper station. Just very quickly. I could have done it with my scraper card as well. And I'm going to make sure that the heel part goes in between those two red humps. And it was that one on this side, I think. Okay, now my nail is long. So you'll notice it did not go all the way. I'm just going to go back and I'm going to put this other one right on top of it. Ta-da! Now it's all filled in. And you can't even tell that I stamped it twice. Oh, you can tell that I put orange on it though. That's annoying as poop. Oh well, see if I can figure out what I did there. But you'll notice it does look similar to what we have on the picture. So yay me! All right, I'm just going to kind of flick it and see what happens. Aha, it's not even really laying down. Oh, it's kind of sticking up actually. I don't know. I'm going to have to watch the video again to find out where this guy came from. Okay, I was able to get most of him off. I'll probably touch that up with just a, what's this thing called? This is a detail brush. I'll just, I mean, nobody's going to notice it but me, but it will bother me. So I'm going to go ahead and just put just a doot. Just cover it up. And then we'll have to decide some additional pieces to put on there. So it did say at the end of this one that we were to continue to build our own DIY scenery using other landscape pieces from this plate. So specifically we're going to choose from this plate. And I don't see what they used really, honestly. I see a bird here. And tiny little stars. Okay, so these tiny little stars came from here. Oh, and they're the birds. Okay. Wait, no, that's not the bird they used. There's the bird they used. Okay, so I will use this bird and I will use these two stars and I will make it try to look pretty much just like theirs. First thing I'm going to shoot for is the two stars. So I will just pick two off of here, kind of going in the same direction that theirs did. And I shall scrape and stamp. I don't know. Yeah, that one did not come out the way I should have. So let's do that again. Let's pick two new stars. Oh my gosh, you guys, I really did just put my card on top of my sticky stamper station. Oh, but it came off just totally fine. So cleaning with my sticky stamper station, going back in, two different stars now. I'm going to choose these two guys. And I got the whole star this time, so maybe that'll be better. And I'm only scraping once. Ha! Ha 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 ha. 2 stars, 2 stars. Using my scraper to get off the extra right there, just so I don't make any mistakes. And I will look at the card again to make sure I'm not messing this up. 2 stars kind of in the middle-ish. Okay. All right, so kind of here's what my guess is. Let's do that. Okay. Similar to theirs. And now I just need that. See, my nail is longer, so I've got more space. That's okay. No biggie. Let me get my, now I need my bird guy. Come here, bird guy. So there he is. That's the one I'm going to take. I am still using straight up black. I probably could use like a dark blue and it would be just as good. Or better, actually. Okay. I don't like that one. That whole image didn't come off well, so I'm going to do that one again. Because that's who I am, people. Okay. Where's my straight up black? All right. Babada boom, babada bing. Here we go. Bam. Bam. Much better pickup that time. Okay, let me see if I can get this extra stuff off of here with my scraper card. No problemo. And the bird went kind of over in this corner. He's just flying away. I don't like that black speck there, but I don't know if I can get it off either. That's okay. Gives it character. Okay, I will need to clean, but this is pretty much what they came up with, I think. And it looks, oh my God, it looks pretty cool. Let's see what their next steps are. It says, using the same plate, select some accent designs. Oh, I thought we already did that. Oh no, the accent designs are the ones we just did. And place them in your scenery. To complete your look, apply a smudge-free top coat and seal in the design. Let me grab that real quick. So I went and grabbed it. And I'm going to go ahead and then put the smudge-free top coat on this one, but then I'm going to set it off to the side. Remember that when we're doing this, we want to float it on, make it a generous but not goopy layer. Okay, now I'm going to go on to the other one, and this one is more the one that they described rather than what was actually pictured. So give me a second to find, there we go. This is the one I'm going to be working on now. You'll notice I use the same color, Skin Deep, on the bottom, but this time I'm going to use the 3 colors, Dust and Tree of Life, and the color that came with the kit, Lasso. Let's get started. I think I want to do kind of like they did and start with the lighter colors and then kind of move down to the darker ones. So that's what I'm going to start doing. And I think I'm going to, let's use the one in the middle. Yeah, let's use the one in the middle right there. Whoa, almost dropped my polish. Holy shimolies. Okay. We're going to shallowly scrape the dickens out of the sky. Okay, lots to choose from there. I think I'll go with the, like I said, the one kind of in the middle. And let me see if I can go further up. Was that further than last time? Gosh, that's such a pretty gold color, isn't it? So pretty. You can add as many of these layers as you like. It does say for you to kind of do your own thing with it. So let's see where I go next. Maybe I want to add a color. You guys think I should add a color? Let's add a color. I'm going to throw in the teepee tipping as well. And maybe I'll choose this guy over here and do it off to the side. Yeah. Let's get crazy with this, you guys. Don't be afraid, just do it. Maybe you should be afraid if you don't clean off your scraper card. Mine is really absolutely filthy because I just keep switching corners. Use this side and then use this side. Remember, use the clean side every single time though. Please, please, because it will save you some heartache in the end for sure. Okay, and it doesn't matter that it's not perfect because I'm going to stamp pieces over it. There we go. That's cool. I like that it's not very different, but it is different. Okay, now I'm going to go with the next darker color, and that was, I guess, the green. And this one was Tree of Life. So let's choose to scooch on down here and do the middle one. Oh, whoops, maybe I could clean this off a little bit too. Okay, and I'll do somewhere in the middle. And if I want to get crazy with it, I should have a high and a low, right? Right. I don't know what part I want to use yet. So we do the whole thing. Oh yeah, that's good. And you see how I've got a little bit of spots in there? I'm just gonna fill it in with that, even though I really don't have to. There we go, that looks cool, I think. Okay, clean my stamper, clean my scraper, clean my plate, and move on to the next one. I think, you know what, I'm going to add 2 more layers. I'm going to go blue and then I'm going to go black. So now I'm going to use the dusty color, or dust color, I keep calling it dusty. And I'm going to maybe have just one hump kind of going over here, maybe? I don't really know. But I'll choose something from here. Something from there. Boy, that's super specific, huh? You know, sometimes you can't really figure out exactly what you want to do until you get it on there. Okay, I do want to get some of this off of my scraper, off of my stamper, specifically that stuff in the top. Okay, the stuff on the bottom I can deal with. Oh yeah, you won't be able to see that one very well. Okay, this is going to blow your mind. You ready? I'm going to stamp some over here. But then I'm going to take this part and move it over here. What? Yeah, I did it. Watch me. I'm also going to fill in some of this stuff down here. Because I'm getting towards the bottom now, I want to make sure that the bottom is all filled in. I hope you guys can still see all that. So I just used what was left in order to fill all that in. And then I think one final stamp in black across the bottom is going to be Primo Perfecto. All right, and I'll use this very, you know, level, kind of run-of-the-mill. Oh, I just opened the top coat. Oops. Instead, I'll open straight up black now. Okay. All right. Again, it's not going to have to be perfect. I do want to make sure that there's no holes in it though. Okay, that dark blue is really difficult to see, so I'm just going to do a stripe. Oh. This part up here, that's got to go. I don't want to see that in my blue for sure. Hard to see through the monocle stamper because it's got a bottom on it. Okay, now that my fingernail popped off of the doohickey, that's not very effective. I'm going to take that part off of there. There we go. That's really pretty. That lasso color, you guys, it's a good substitute for gold. I mean, look at that one. It's so pretty. Definitely layered and definitely something that I love. I love. All right, let's pick some stuff to put in the background. Something in the sky, maybe? Some flying little beautiful thing, or gosh, we could have the moon. Should it be in black though? Yes, I guess. Big or small? Let's do a big one kind of hanging off the side. And then we'll do a couple of birds. That's what we'll do. So I do want it to be in black because I like the way that look. Or should I go dark, dark blue? Nope, nope, black. Accents will be in black. And I'll have this hanging off the edge. So I'm cleaning off my stamper right now because I forgot to earlier. Whoops. Again, that was a big, large space, so nice and shallow. Hold it at the end and let the scraper do the work. I did say I want to hang it off the edge, so this problem right here, that's not going to be a problem since it's going to be hanging off the edge. All this stuff would be though, so let's get rid of it. There we go. Moon way up in the sky, way up here. There we go. Maybe I should put it a little bit further down. It's okay. And we'll get some birds. Birds, birds, birds. And I can go ahead and put both birds on one. And I think I'll use these two birds up here as well. Get lots of depth going on in this thing. Okay, I'm gonna get the excess off here with my scraper. And including that moon that I don't want. Okay, let's see, this one should go maybe here. Oh no, we lost a wing. Get back on there, you wing. Okay, and this guy is gonna go way up here. Okay, let's get two more birdies. They're on the other side over here. Right here, up here. And they look like they're further away. So I'm gonna try to put them way in the distance, or what looks like way in the distance. Okay. Start taking off my excess. I don't know if I'm really gonna be able to get that one very well, because you see he's got a lot of stuff with him. Maybe I can get it. There we go. I think I did. Okay. And I'm going to stamp one at a time, so I have to be careful and kind of move things around a bit. So I'm going to stamp this guy first, and I'm not pressing all the way down. See that? And then I'm going to move down here, and I'm going to put him off to the side. That's a lot of birds. That's really cool. I like it. Do I think it's as good as the other one? I'm not sure. Probably not. Very similar. Maybe too many birds. Maybe I overkilled the birds. I mean, that sounds very typical of me. You can see I put too much. Look at that. I put too much of the smudge-free top coat on that one. So I'll wipe a little extra off, and then I'll put the smudge-free top coat on this one. Pretty. Look at that lasso color and now how it really pops out. It's very pretty. Oof, sorry, little nail. I wonder, it's gonna be bad, you guys, if I do this again, but okay. Maybe. Everybody pray for me that it's gonna work. We'll see. Okay, so there we have it. That is following the tutorial cards. Didn't take very long, and you can get as creative and fun as you want. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I did too much. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers versus 3, and I almost think that this one looks better, so maybe less is more? I'm not really sure. Unless you're going crazy, and then more is more. Woohoo! I had fun doing this one. I really like it, and it's really a great, oh, look at, that's fun. It has a great many possibilities is what I'm trying to say. Oh, and I love how they double dip that one. I should have looked at the front for more ideas. Anyway, I think they did a great job. I love their subscription boxes, and I'm sure that if you thought about looking at Maniology's products, you're going to love them too. So if you want to, head on over to maniology.com, find some stuff. If you want to grab it, go ahead, throw it in your basket. Use the code GrooveMommy, you're going to get 10% off of that order. So I would suggest doing it. Just do it, people. And until we meet again, I hope you decorate every nail you got. Bye!